Hey folks, Reloading Bench back again, and this is the second installment, or what will be the second installment because this will be broken down in probably a few videos, of shortening the Ergo handle. I confirmed with inline fabrication that this is in fact the short Ergo, which is essentially about the same length, give or take a little bit, as the original handle. And if you recall from the previous video, I'm figuring out where I'm going to put the second piece of tape to shorten it, so that I don't have as much forward throw on the handle. But when I went to Harbor Freight over the weekend, this past weekend, to pick up a die, I learned that this threading, this particular threading, actually I guess it doesn't matter which one I display because they're all the same for the press. The Hornady lock and load, that is 5/8 with an 18 thread fine NF, and nobody sells, nobody local, no local hardware store, True Value, Lowe's, Home Depot, machine shops, automotive shops, O'Reilly, you name it. Nobody carries a 5/8. Where's the 5/8? 5/8 18 National Fine thread. So I had to order that online. That was one challenge. So now I have the die to cut the threads on whatever I do with the rolled bar. The other challenge is, how do you hold this die? So the traditional die stocks, or a device that normally holds a die, holds this hex and then has a handle on each side that you twist. Well, this die is too big to fit in the standard 1-inch die. So a buddy of mine let me borrow his giant crescent wrench that just barely fits. Just barely. That's the largest opening, and bingo. So I'm going to try and cut threads by using this wrench. We'll see how that works. So the first thing I wanted to do was take one of the old handles I know I will never ever use before I mess up on the inline fab Ergo, and both ends are the same. This threading is a little longer than this threading, but still 5/8. And what I'm going to do first tonight, hopefully, is rethread this. And after playing with this, this is a tight fit. This does not go in easily. In fact, there it is there. And I'll use some cutting oil that I picked up at Harbor Freight. And what I'm going to do is recut these threads to ensure, I do believe that this will work, that one, to get my technique down, and two, to make sure that when I put this ball back on, everything fits nicely as opposed to wiggling around, that the threads will in fact be what I expect them to be. So I'll probably take the threads that I recut here, I'll show them, I'll lock this into a vise and then recut it, and then try and thread that into my lock and load just to see if it will actually stay in there without wobbling around. So this was like $8 online, well worth it. And the fact that Inline Fab did confirm, Dan did confirm that this is the shortest Ergo, which I'm going to experiment with. So I think what I'll do tonight after I recut those threads is save the actual cutting until daytime tomorrow and decide where I'm actually going to make that cut, which makes the most sense before I start trying to thread so I get the right angle down. But that is the latest video in my quest to modify the Ergo. So my Ergo is going to be a double short Ergo. That's it for now.